Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. So, guys, today is the second series of solid principles. Okay, so today another letter we are going to discuss O. Okay, open closed principle. Normally, in software development, one of the biggest challenges when we face maintaining and scaling our code base is a new requirement, guys. Basically, okay, what if I told you if there is a principle allowing to keep adding a new features without touching or breaking the existing code? That is about exactly this principle is says, guys. Okay, in simple terms, I will explain you. Open closed principle is the second principle. It says that software entities basically before jump what kind of things we are mastering is what this principle violation of this principle, what is the example that whatever violating how you can convert into by following open closed principle, and real world use cases also I will explain you, guys. Okay, what is open and closed principle? Okay, in interview definitely, hey, could you please explain solid principles? Don't take like 30 minutes or 1 hour. You can make it simple and straightforward. If he ask in detail, then you supposed to explain with examples also. Okay, now what this principle says that software entities means classes, modules or functions, okay, should be open for extension but closed for modification. It's a simple generic definition about this principle, guys. Okay, in software development, like every time we will add a new requirements, right? Whenever you got a new requirement, we should not break any existing changes, but you want to add new requirements here, guys. That is about closed for existing code but open for new requirements. That is the meaning, guys. Okay, so a simple definition, you should able to add new features without changing the existing code. That is the meaning of open closed principle here, guys. Remember this point. Solid means single responsibility. One reason should change your class. This O represents open closed principle, open for extension, closed for modification. We should able to add new changes without changing the existing code. Real time example. Okay, like you want to okay purchase a ice cream. See, this is the base ice cream. On top of that, okay, you want to add some kind of a flavors like some choco chips, some chocolate sticks, something you want to add some flavors on top of the ice cream. Means base is ready, you are adding the new feature here. Like you buy a pizza, when you buy a pizza cost is 200, right? That is the existing one. But you want to add as a cheese, you want to add as a conflicts, these are all kind of a new features or new requirements. On top of that, you are adding this flavor. That is kind of a real time analogy to get some idea about this principle to you, guys. Okay, then with example I want to just as of now theory, right? Just if you see the piece of code, then you will get some idea. Okay, now have a look here. You have a method. Okay, the method is called a make a payment. Okay, you want to buy you want to purchase a product. For that product you need to pay money. Okay, you have a types we have. You want to pay via credit card, you want to pay via debit card, you want to pay via UPI. So this is a payment, and this is about make a payment. If you observe here, basically it is violating SRP also. Single responsibility is also violating here. All types logics are here only, and it is violating open for extension closed. See, every time new payment is added, we are changing make payment method. Are you able to see? New requirement happen for you. A Bitcoin payment. You want to use some kind of a PayPal. So you have a Amazon Pay. Whenever you have a new payment, always we are changing this method. So basically what happened? It is violating open closed principle here. Risk of introducing bugs in existing logic. This is the violation of the principle. This is a very bad example. Here we are following multiple if conditions and else if conditions as well. Sometimes we may use switch cases also. So how to avoid this activity now? How to avoid this principle? Okay, by introducing open for extension, closed for modification. Now see here, I taken a interface. I taken a interface as a payment. What is the method name? Pay method. Now this is the base. Now see here how many classes I created. One, two, three. We are following single responsibility, and as well as we should follow OCP. Initial time when you are doing a payment, you have a credit card payment, implementing the payment. You are writing a method called pay method. Here also pay method. Now this is for existing logic where you are running in the production. It is a following SRP principle and OCP principle. How OCP? Future you have a called see, there is a payment processor. Are able to see? And we have a method called process a payment. Dot a method called pay method you have. Now it's a generic method now. Generic method. Imagine you need a UPI payment. UPI. You don't need to touch this whole piece of code. You don't need to touch. Just you can introduce a new class. Open for extension, closed for modification. I am not modifying existing code. I am adding a new feature, new benefit, UPI payment. Just I written a pay method. Now adding UPI is easy, so no change in existing. So payment processor are able to previously payment processor we need to change, right? If else conditions. It is closed for modification but open for extension here, guys. This is the one violation of this principle, how you can refactor the code as well. Real world use cases means strategy design pattern used in the Spring. Filters, multiple filters. You have a existing filters, you can add new filters also. Payment gateway, role based logging libraries. Existing we have SLR4j, log4j, utils, like different types of log. It means we should able to add new behavior to classes without changing existing the code. So what is the benefit? It will reduce the risk of bugs, so that system will be more maintainable here, guys. This is the another principle called, okay, OCP principle. Sometimes in interview room you may get this question: how I used open closed principle in my project? Interview room they can ask you, hey, how you implemented this principle in your project? Based on your project you need to add the requirement here. Just I given a simple definition with respect to e-commerce project here, guys. Now have a look here. In one of my microservice based e-commerce project, we had a payment processing module where customers could pay using different methods like credit card payment, PayPal. Later we have to add UPI and wallet options. Initially, logic was inside one service using if else or switch case to handle different payment types. What is the problem? It is difficult to maintain and test, especially when we are adding new types. So by following this principle, we refactor the logic using Java interfaces and polymorphism. One interface, multiple implementation classes, and we can configure in our project. In that approach, you need to explain in interview room as well, guys. Okay. If you if you found this video is useful, one comment and subscribe our channel, guys. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.